And it's not just with UFOs. Their plans run deep. They have contingency plan for a third world war, where when it all is done, they will be in total control, and they will have the population reduced to a size that they believe is the proper size. These families, the Rockefeller families, Rothschilds, Bilderbergs, they're all part of this. The 10 FEMA regions were part of this plan. Part of the whole thing from a long time ago. They've been working on this plan for a long time. Recently, they've been able to implement it with alarming and frightening pace. They are bringing their religion out and exposing it to the world. Men like this die when they go up against them. Right in our face. They entertain us with the evils that they practice, their witchcraft, their satanic ways. Our leaders are all part of this organization. This is real. This could not be more real. This is what they are working on. There is no real opposition except for them and us. They plan on doing things like this, making a major highway through the United States, down into the South America, major trade route to Canada. They intend on nuclear war to bring us to our knees, to erase the population and reduce it to a controllable, manageable level. They intend on doing this, and they have a plan. They plan on being safe and sound, deep underground in their installations. They have been working on these for years, and they have them all around the world, all under the United States. They're all connected through high-speed rail that is able to run very fast, very fast. These underground bunkers, once they're built, are impregnable. Absolutely, just about impregnable. They have their war machines. They have their supplies. They have prepared. They are ready to sit it out and wait it out while the world above them is destroyed. This is an entrance to one of them. This is how they go in. But once they're in, they go deep. They go far. The machines that they use turn the rock into liquefied rock. It melts it and disperses it around them to form a very strong hole, very strong tunnel, huge tunnel. This group plans on hiding out, fortifying, holding out for as long as it takes for the air to clear and for the people to die off. There are some that are very privy to this information. Most are not. The technologies that they have can produce things that are amazing to us. They can create sights that aren't there. But these things are real. They may be creating some that aren't. They have created dangerous viruses in an attempt to decrease the population and to begin their mass hysteria. They've created robotics, things that can do amazing feats, things that will kill on demand, run faster than a cheetah. Finished product would look something like this. Covered with fur, would you know the difference? These will all be weaponized, and these will all be used. They will be used as security measures. We already see drones patrol our skies. They launch missiles from anywhere on the earth. This is Pet Man, capable of doing amazing things. With Google Glass, people like our president promoting these things, they can gather the technology and information on us that they need to control us. Because the more information one has, the more you can control the person. They even are advancing to be able to put somebody in jail for something that they haven't done yet through a psychological profile. New technology that they have like this can disable a man in seconds. They can make people hear transmissions. It's called voice to skull, and they have used it. These craft have been filmed, photographed in many different places. They push their alien agenda on us in all kinds of forms. They have equipment like this that is a cell phone dump. The owl is one of their representatives. We see them move millions of tons of war equipment around our country. For what? There's no war here. Not yet. But they intend on there being one. These are the 10 kingdoms that spoke of the New World Order. Through their technological advancements, through ancient technology brought to the front that they have reinvented, possibly they will threaten us with an alien attack and make the world think that we are being attacked by aliens. And then they'll come in and they'll save the day. They will create a crisis and then they will solve it themselves. And everyone will fall for it. These things that I have brought to you today are very real. All of the things that they have found are very real. You're not going to hear about them on the 5 o'clock news. You're not going to see them in the Smithsonian Institution. Because it's technology that they don't want you to know about. They spend vast amounts of money to keep this information hidden. Just recently we've learned that this is the Sky Dreadnought seen over Ukraine in broad daylight as watching over and making its presence well known to those below, showing in force what they have, the capabilities that they have. These Sky Dreadnoughts have been seen in outer space. They've been seen by the sun. They've been seen all throughout the galaxies. Other types of craft have been witnessed, documented, photographed, verified as being real. Still, many people will not believe it because the reality is frightening. The reality that this is real is very frightening because that means we have a hell of an enemy to face. And the reality is that we do. They are already assaulting us on all levels. Through the food that we eat, the air that we breathe. These organizations sicken us, control us, hurt us, and do what they want. But they're just about done. And their power is almost at its peak to where they can set off the final blow. They can bring in their New World Order with ease. With ease. Because who's going to stand up against alien technology threats? People think that they're coming from other worlds. When they're nothing more than ancient technology that's been here for thousands of years. Man has been around for thousands of years. Evidence has been found and buried again of this fact. The evidence of man being modern man for hundreds of thousands of years is known to them. Yet they continue to push that we come from the ape. Well, that has been a very effective way to make their whole thing work. Through the discoveries that they've made, the Apollo missions, the ancient technology that they've studied, that they've brought back to life, the powerful things that they've learned, the things that it does, through the documents of Nikola Tesla and others like him, that as soon as these people pass away, their stuff disappears, just like all of these ancient artifacts disappear. There is proof beyond reasonable doubt of these things, of all these things, even proof that the stories about what was going on with Noah in the Bible is very real. That man at that time had been manipulating the genetic structures through contact with Satan, Lucifer. They learned things and they put them into practice, creating giants, creating abominations. This same structure existed then that exists now. Maybe not all of it, but it was very, very similar. Great advancements they had made, and so much that there wasn't much that they couldn't do. Today we face a time when our freedom has been under threat of tyranny, and the pace has quickened and intensified rapidly since the controlled opposition event on 9/11 was set into motion. We knew then that they were ready to implement their plan. You see, we own firearms, and that is a big problem for them. We're not going to do very good with swords and Molotov cocktails. But a population armed with the same firepower that they have is a problem for them. So they create more false flag events. They take more freedoms away. We now have threat of an EMP pulse being detonated. The lights being shut off. Electricity will disappear. World will be in conflict. They will go into their bunkers and they will win. This is Chatty Dad 1. I hope everyone's well, and I hope you've learned a lot from this that I've brought you today. Remember, never give up your guns. It's all that stands between us and total tyranny and takeover by the New World Order, the Illuminati. This is Chatty Dad 1, over and out.